What's up, everybody? It's Isaiah with Everybody Fitness and Look Better Naked Boot Camps. And today we're not actually giving you a full workout, but what we're going to do is going to go through and show you some of the machines in the gym that you should absolutely avoid. I've said it a bunch of times before to our clients and to anybody that will listen, really. I could throw most of the equipment out of this gym, or any other gym for that matter, and still get people in shape and make them a lot more functionally stronger and better cardiovascular shape than any of this actual equipment can. Okay, so we're going to actually show you what some of these machines are supposed to do, what they actually do, and hopefully you can figure out on your own that you shouldn't be using them, and then we'll show you an alternative exercise if you are looking to train that body part of that movement. Okay, so the first one is the leg extension machine. Okay, now what this is supposed to do, is train the quads. Okay, so the muscles here on the top part of the leg. Okay, but what it actually does, okay, and you feel it contract when you actually do it, but what it actually does is it puts way too much stress on the knees. Okay, this actually trains the leg to get stronger in a movement that it's not supposed to do. Okay, our legs aren't supposed to do this. All right, certainly not from this position. Okay, so what it actually ends up doing is put a lot of stress, undue stress on the knees and tendons and ligaments. Actually causes the kneecap to roll over near leg bone, which is actually not supposed to happen either. So you're basically training yourself to get stronger to injure yourself. Okay, actually a better alternative exercise that you can do to that, as opposed to doing it if you are just trying to strengthen your legs, is a Bulgarian split squat, which we've gone over before, so I'm not going to go into too much detail here. You just have one foot on a bench, and you squat down. Okay, bend your knee down towards the ground, put your front leg down to where it's parallel with the ground, pushing back up through the heel. Okay, that puts almost no stress on the knees and the joints, and it's going to target the quads and glutes specifically. Okay. Okay, the second of the 10 exercises and machines that you should avoid is the lat pull down. Okay, and especially where you do it behind the neck. I still see people doing this. This has pretty much been known that you shouldn't do this behind the neck for a long time, but I still see a lot of people doing this. Okay, unless your shoulders are really flexible, and which most people's aren't, there's no way you should ever be doing anything like that. Okay, what it's supposed to train is the upper back, lats, and biceps, but what it actually does is it puts the shoulder in a position where it's way too much stress on the shoulder joint. You're basically putting the shoulder in position and loading it and asking it to do things that it's not meant to do. Okay. So stay away from this one. A better exercise, or an alternative exercise, if you're looking to train the similar muscle groups, again, the lats, upper back, and biceps, would be an inverted row. Again, we've done this in some of our workouts before, but just to show you how to do this. Okay, you just put a bar in the squat rack, and you hang from it. You just pull your chest up to the bar, pulling your elbows back as far as you can, so you can contract those muscles in your arms and back. Okay. Third machine you should absolutely avoid when you're working out is a shoulder press. Okay, now what this is designed to do is work your shoulder muscles and your triceps. Okay, what it actually does is put your shoulder in an unstable position. Okay, and you're sitting down, so it kind of locks you in place, and then you load your shoulders. Okay, so in an unstable position, you're loading them. So you're again getting stronger and putting more weight on your body in a position where you can hurt yourself. Okay, this is a very unnatural movement. For movement's sake, when we are picking something up and pushing it up overhead, we use our whole body. Okay, that's a natural movement. So a better alternative, if you are wanting to work your shoulders, would just be doing an alternate dumbbell shoulder press. Okay, as you can see here, when Kelly's doing this isn't a lot of weight, obviously, so she's not even struggling, but her lower body is involved a little bit, and she's leaning a little bit, which is fine. That's actually what you want to do. You want your body to move the way it's supposed to, especially when you're loading it with weight. Okay, fourth machine that you want to avoid is a pec deck machine. Okay, what this is actually designed to do is work your shoulders and your chest, but what it actually ends up doing is similar to the shoulder press machine. It puts your shoulder in a position of instability, and again, it loads it. Okay, so you're adding weight when your shoulder's in an unstable position. Okay, this can actually hyperextend your shoulder, do a lot of damage to the shoulder here. Okay, so once again, it's a horrible idea to do this exercise. A better alternative for you, if you're trying to hit that upper part of the shoulder and chest, will be to do an incline push-up. Okay, and you can do this on a bench, or using the stability ball like Kelly's showing here. Feet on the ground, slow and controlled, just doing like a regular push-up. This actually is a little bit easier than a regular push-up. Okay, if you're able to do a regular push-up, go ahead and go for it. Or if you want to make it more difficult than a regular push-up, put your feet up on something. Put your feet up on a ball, put your feet up on a bench, and then do a push-up like that. It's a much better alternative than again, just sitting down and using the pec deck machine. Okay, our fifth machine, it's actually two machines. We're doing it as one because in a lot of clubs, a lot of these machines are just put together, and you can do both the hip adductor and abductor on the same machine, okay? I hate these things. These things are absolutely pointless. They do absolutely nothing for you, and they build on the belief that you can spot reduce body fat. If you want to lose body fat on the outside of their legs or the inside of their legs, you can't do that. The machines are horrible. They do nothing but tighten up your posture. Hey, these things are horrible. I would never have one of these in the club, but people would absolutely freak out if there weren't one in the gym, okay? So Kelly's going to show you the abductor, okay? Now the idea here, what this is supposed to do is strengthen, what you're trying to strengthen is the glute medialis, okay? This muscle right here on the side of your leg and top of your butt, okay? What it does is it puts you in a position and makes you strengthen your leg in a movement just like the leg extension. It's not natural, okay? This is not a natural movement, okay? And actually what you end up doing when you do this is you tighten muscles through here and you strengthen them. You can potentially make the muscle larger, which most folks don't want to do right there, okay? And it pulls on the pelvis and hip girdle and actually will mess with your back, okay? When you start pulling your hip out of alignment, okay, your back's obviously affected. Okay, much better alternative exercise for doing a similar movement, and actually the way the body's supposed to move, would just be a lateral step. You put a band similar to the one Kelly has around your knees. You just take a wide step, okay, and you'll come back. Or you can do this with one of our bands with the handles and everything. Just put it underneath your feet, and same thing, just step out and walk. Okay, so those are your 5 machines that you absolutely have to avoid anytime you're working out in the gym. Okay, most of these machines, in general, that you see in health clubs now, were designed 30 plus years ago, and they were designed specifically for bodybuilders, because bodybuilding as a sport seeks to isolate muscle groups, okay, and train them in isolation. We don't move in isolation, okay? When we move, when we walk, when we pick stuff up, when we take groceries out of the back of the car, we move, our entire body moves together, and that's the way that you should train. You should train to be functionally stronger than what you are now. And it will allow you to burn fat, improve muscle tone. Even guys that want to, increase muscle mass, you can train functionally and still get those results that you're looking for. Okay, so that's part 1. Next week we'll be back, and I'll show you 5 more machines you want to avoid and some alternatives to train for that. Okay, until next time, stay focused, stay fit.